50 Cent. G-Unit. Weird, every time, everybody's like, this podcast every day is 50 Cent.
Every day.
Sorry, man. He's always in the news saying something interesting. That's the thing. It's like, it's not my fault, man. If Eminem was talking every day, I would be probably mentioning Eminem every day.
Yeah.
We mentioned Game so much because Game was talking a lot. Yeah. Every episode was like Game. So 50 did something that normally 50 doesn't do, which is pretty surprising. He apologized to someone. So let's play 50 stopped by Big Boy's neighborhood. He was out in L.A. to do the BMF premiere for season 2. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Devon. He was there. He interviewed 50 briefly. So shout out to him. And now they uploaded a new clip from Big Boy. It's like a separate interview that he did with 50. It's kind of like a part 2 of the interview. And in there he says it's like a type of thing that he does with 50 all the time. It's give your 2 quarters on like, how people say give your 2 cents on something.
Right.
He's like, give your 2 quarters on, these topics. So he asked him a bunch of topics. He asked him about the Megan Thee Stallion Tory Lanez situation. Because now we know Tory Lanez, at least the verdict says Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion. Now he's going to face prison time. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But he asked him, what do you think about that? And 50 at one point was against Megan. A lot of people were. A lot of rappers, male rappers were.
Right.
So 50 just basically apologizes. Let's hear the audio clip.
Megan Thee Stallion versus Tory Lanez. The guilty verdict, everything.
Yeah. I'm going to apologize to Megan Thee Stallion. Mm-hmm. I said some things, and it was because on social media I posted things that when she said she was with Gail, and she said that were you intimate with Tory Lanez? And she said, what? And then it was like, no. And I was like, she's lying. Mm-hmm. At that point, I knew she's lying. There wouldn't be no reason for me to be around each other, babe. And then from that, it felt like she was lying to me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, little things would pop up, and I wasn't being supportive of her at that point.
You were a little more vocal.
Yeah, and the only reason why I felt like, at some point you should apologize, I should apologize to her is because when I heard the phone conversation, that made me feel like, oh shit, now I know what happened.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, and I'm sure that was probably what swayed people in court too.
So, usually 50 never apologized, so it's good. It's growth. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
It's a growth.
No, I mean, if he's wrong, he'll apologize, people. If he knows.
And in interviews, I've probably seen it on Instagram here and there. He'll probably say something.
We haven't really seen nobody ask him a question like that, really.
Yeah, Big Boy did a good job on this interview. He asked a lot of interesting things. Shout out to Big Boy.
Shout out to Big Boy. Come through.
Yeah, so I agree with this, man. A lot of people, and I was neutral. I never said, Megan didn't get shot by Tory. I never said Tory was innocent. I never said Tory is guilty. I just kind of let things play out and how it goes. And there's still people, after this verdict, there's still people saying, nah, this is fake, this, that, blah, blah, blah. Guys, I don't know what it is with some people. They're just always conspiracy theories. They're saying Jay-Z had a role, Rock Nation, and swaying. It's always some Illuminati conspiracy. Always. It's never just like, yo, this is what happened. This is it. Boom. And I know there's a lot of evidence that points to this, points to that, but sometimes people get evidence wrong, and it could actually sway into Tory being free. You guys might be right, but most of the time, it doesn't. I don't know what the percentage is. Let me actually look that up. That's a great statistic. What percentage of court cases are wrong?
Poor girl. I wonder if she's heard this apology yet.
So 87% of the time, they're usually correct in the verdict. So that leaves about 13%. So
that's a lot too.
Yeah, that's a pretty. I was expecting like a 90 to 95%, right? So, and that's just off the statistics. They off the current cases. Mm-hmm. There's people that were locked up for 40 years, never did anything. They finally free. So that's happened. So yeah, I mean, there is there's a statistic. There's a 13% chance that they got this wrong. So I understand people going with that side, but right now that's the verdict, and the people that were attacking Megan and all this stuff, I think, as a man or whoever, woman, apologize because it's, you got it wrong. It is what it is. Why is it so hard to accept that a woman got shot in her foot? Like it's what's so
exactly.
controversial about that? Why is that such a so there is a 13% chance that Tory the verdict was wrong and Tory got out.